Okay, pro tip. When you do a screen record on your iPad, make sure your microphone is on first before you make a 10-minute video. Okay, I'm going to be going over the last free response question, and I will be talking a little bit faster, but you can rewind if you need to. So this problem says a 50 kilogram skier starting at rest skis down a 5-meter tall hill inclined at 30 degrees. The skier arrives at the bottom with 2,000 joules of kinetic energy. How much energy was lost due to friction? The first thing we need to recognize is that in this problem, we know we're going to have some conversion of kinetic and potential energy because we have something going down a hill. Okay, but it's important to recognize that we have friction being lost in this situation. Okay, so this problem involves friction. So we have some of our mechanical energy being stolen, and that's in the form of mostly heat energy. So the correct model that we've been using would be this one, because we're going to have some positive or negative work that's changing that amount of total mechanical energy. Okay, so I'm going to start by looking at my starting energy. My starting energy is just potential because he's starting at rest. So that becomes mgh for potential energy, gravitational potential. And if we do mgh, we get 2,500 joules. Okay, now if we look at the final energy right here, at the bottom of the hill, the problem tells us that he's got 2,000 joules of kinetic energy. Okay, so we don't have to calculate 1/2 mv squared. We are given that energy. Potential energy is 0 because it's at the ground. So our final energy, final mechanical energy, is 2,000 joules. Okay, and then to figure out how much energy we lost due to friction, all we do is compare our final energy to our starting energy, and if we subtract final from initial, we'll see that that is negative 500 joules. Okay, that negative is important because we're losing energy in this situation, right? You can imagine if there were a hill with a lot of friction and a hill with a little bit of friction, which one is going to be the faster hill? Right? The one with less friction. Right? The one with less friction, you're going to go faster. So friction steals energy from you in this kind of an example. So it's important to note that that work is negative as it's being taken from our kinetic energy, from our total mechanical energy.